Hi, my name is Calvin Smith, and today I am going to demonstrate how to use the Ansible Tower's approval mechanism so that you can approve workflows for other people as they are doing jobs inside of the Ansible Tower. Before we get started, I just wanted to go over the architecture that we're going to be dealing with. We have the Ansible Tower, of course. We have the mail server that we're going to use for notification, and then we're going to have a Git server that's going to pull the Ansible playbooks from. And these will all be acting on a server called app.demo.net, which has our application in it. So let's just to show a little bit more detail, we will go to our application, app.demo.net. It's a pretty basic application. It just spits out hello world using a web server. Our application playbook that we're going to be using is this one right here that stops the web server, deletes the web server, and cleans up the firewall and the next file that is spinning out there. So that way it completely removes the application from the server. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a notification as an admin user. I'm logged in as an admin user on this screen, and we'll create a notification template. So this is going to set up the basics of how the notification is going to work. We're going to call this our email template. And of course, this will be using email as our notification type. As you can see, there's a number of other options that you can use to set up your notification, but email is the one that we're going to use for this demo. The email server is mail.demo.net. And the email is going to go to Calvin at mail.demo.net, and the send email is Ansible at demo.net, and it's going to go to port 25. Right. So we're going to save this just for your own information. You could also have security options as well, but we're going to skip that for this particular test. And the other thing I want to show though as well is that you can actually customize the messages that are coming out. There's a whole long list of different types of messages that you can customize. Now that we have our notification set up, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a template for our workflow. So we're going to create a workflow template, and we're going to call this delete application. Right, inventory is going to be satellite inventory. Right, server is going to be app.demo.net, and we're going to save this. And then once that's saved, we'll be taken into the workflow visualizer where we can then create our actual workflow. So we're going to start off by hitting the start button, get into our first node, which we're going to want to be an approval node. So this is the new feature, the approval node, where we can give it a name that will be seen in the email or the notification that they'll be getting. So we'll call it delete application. Right? It's going to always run. Select that. Next stop is to add the actual work node, which is going to be delete app, which is based off of the playbook that I showed you at the beginning. So we're going to save that, or select this, show that this is what's going to run, and then we save this. All right, so that is our workflow. The next thing we're going to do is create our notification for this. Here's our email template. We're going to turn on approval notification. So when an approval request comes in, it'll be emailed to that user. We're going to also create a user permission so that non-privileged user can use this workflow. So we're going to give him the permissions to be able to execute this workflow, but we haven't given him any other permissions. So you'll see how this works out. Okay, so let's switch over to our user. Just going to be using this particular window. It's in incognito mode so that it doesn't conflict with the credentials in the other window. and if we go to my view, we should see our delete application job here. So we're gonna launch this job. The first thing it does is it hits delete application. Now if we look at the bell up here, the notification place, we can see the approval waiting to be approved. Now we're gonna go over to our admin screen and check our email, and here it is, approval delete application needs approved. So let's open this up, and here's the information that it passes in, and so we could review this, and if we like it, we can go ahead and approve it. This link here will take you directly into the tower so you can see the work that's happening and then decide if you want to approve it or not. So here's your approve button. Click on, so we're going to go ahead and click on the approve button here. So it should move on to deleting this application now that it's been approved. So if we go to jobs, we should see delete application running here. Sorry. Let's hit details. So stopping the web server and doing all the application deletion stuff that needs to happen. If we switch over to our user, you can click on the details here, but because he doesn't have permissions to the actual playbook, he doesn't get to see exactly what's happening. He just knows that it's running. So let's go back, and got a solid green here. The status is successful, so the job ran. We could come back over here and we could see everything that happened. Now, if we go to our application, the good old Hello World app, it's dead. Right, the web server's been deleted and the content's been removed. So this kind of shows how the notification node in your workflow template can function. This is just one of many ways that you can use it, and I hope that this was of use to you. Well, thanks for taking the time to take a look at this. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that I'll continue to make videos and demos and stuff. So thank you and have a nice day.